First, because they may be gone, but their deeds outlive them. The headlines lingering from the previous administration's 50 running scandals. Still bushed. Number 3, Vacation Gate. It's a final now. The Washington Post has calculated how much time off the 43rd president took. 149 visits to Camp David for a total of 487 days. 77 visits to Crawford for a total of 490 days. 11 visits to Kennebunkport for a total of 43 days. Total, 1,020 days, more than a third of his entire presidency. I know what you're thinking. 34% of his days in office Mr. Bush took off. It seemed like so much more. Number 2, Farewell Gate. No wave of last-minute pardons, but the administration may require some forgiveness itself for its closing out bash at Glen Echo Park in Maryland. Slate.com somehow got inside. Says the invitation email read, due to the historic nature of the venue, there are limitations on what can be done in terms of climate control. Do wear layers and coats. In other words, there was no heat. Karl Rove, Dana Perino, Alberto Gonzalez, Condi Rice, and all the gang were present, and so was Mr. Bush. He said, this is objectively the finest group of people ever to serve our country. He added, we never shruck. And then somebody helped out. Shirked. What do they all do now? I mean, until the trials? Slate reports, quoting here, one outgoing Treasury employee had already landed a job as a manager at Abercrombie & Fitch. Number 1, Torture Gate. A gentleman named Manfred Nowak said on German television last night, he said, judicially speaking, the United States has a clear obligation to prosecute members of the administration for war crimes. That the U.S. had signed the UN Convention on Torture, which reads in part that all means, particularly penal law, will be used to punish individual government figures who violate that convention. This Mr. Nowak specifically mentioned Donald Rumsfeld and President Bush. And so what? A German commentator demanding war crimes trials? But Manfred Nowak is not a commentator. He is, in fact, an Austrian who works for the United Nations. He is, in fact, its investigator. Their special title is Special Rapporteur on Torture. And the UN says Mr. Nowak, unlike its human rights monitors, does not have to wait for domestic remedies, national prosecutions, to run out before he can recommend that the UN intervene. In short, it may not matter whether or not the Obama administration chooses to prosecute torture from the Bush administration. The United Nations might be able to start something on its own.